Hello. Let me.
How you doing? How you doing? We back in the thing. We back in the thing. We back in the thing. I know y'all missed us. Hey, I know y'all missed us. Hey, I
Yes,
missed you. How
I
you
miss you.
doing,
I am good.
girl?
I have no complaints. New setup here,
Yeah,
so
I love the little brick wall, little ambiance back there. Mine's the same, but that's okay. I'll blur it out. I learned how
listen,
to do
that's
that.
okay. Listen. Moving. So we moved. We're in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So we were in Maryland. That season is done. We are in
Okay.
Ohio. So back to my roots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm glad to be here. How
Mm-hmm.
are you, friend?
Girl, listen, new semester, me. I had a little birthday, so now I'm 1 year older, so now I'm real, real grown. You know what I'm saying?
It's not real girl. She said I'm real,
Real,
real.
real grown. No, listen, I don't know how y'all feel about birthdays, but I love birthdays. I love getting older. So for me, it's just like another year of me having, more experiences, the wisdom. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like 24 is like, okay, we about to get some stuff done. That's how I feel. So that's the energy that I've been having these,
I love
last
it.
few
Come on,
weeks.
energy.
Come on, little something, something, little something, something. So, do you like being back in Ohio? Is that like home, good home vibes, or it's like,
It's funny. So y'all know how listen. Just get your wine. I got my bougie Stanley cup. Okay.
yeah,
So
period. With the Stanley, you have one for me
yeah.
because I'm not getting that.
Okay. Okay. I'll
I
have
love
it
that
for
for
you.
y'all.
Thank you. I got it before it was hot.
See, and that's what I should have done. I should have gotten it before it got hot and off the press
I
because
did.
now
Yeah,
I
I
look
was
at the prices and I said,
for, for Shy's game. I was like, I just need water to be out in the heat.
Exactly,
And then
exactly,
all of a
because
sudden,
that makes
2 months
sense.
later, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, you have a Stanley? I'm like,
yeah. It's like when stocks go up, it's
yeah,
like you should have bought in when it was real low,
basically,
and now it's like,
basically, now we're here.
I'm just gonna
So
cheer y'all on. Have fun.
listen, well, first off, Robin, I know you've been busy with school, but they were like hunting me. I had to duck in the chat because they were like, y'all coming back? Where y'all at?
Oh,
And
girl,
I'm
I
like,
got text messages from my
oh,
friends
did
saying,
you? Okay. I was,
"What happened with the show?" I said, "We coming back. We had to
I'm
take a
like, "Girl,
break. We had life."
and I'm like out. But Ohio and home, it feels so good to be home. I'm not gonna lie.
Good.
Outside of the natural elements of the cold,
Yeah, yeah, for
um,
sure. That's that Midwest. Y'all taught me.
girl,
Y'all, it is not for the weak.
not at all. Okay. I'm like, I've been in Georgia a long time because this cold got me like, oh Jesus.
Mhm.
But
Making me hurt.
my don't want to go nowhere. I'm like, Target who?
Look,
Outdoor Dash, Instacart.
Instacart.
Come and find me because I'm not leaving the heat.
At
And
all.
so
I respect it.
my grandparents are here and it's good to be near family. I have siblings, well, you saw my siblings at the wedding, girl. So
Yeah.
they're here. I have nephews popping up left and right.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's been really refreshing. Surprisingly, because I thought that Ohio was like a visit
Yeah.
place for me, but being here and the kids like it.
Oh, good.
So that's going well. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm like, I'm about to catch Georgia when I can catch it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah,
No, I get it. It's,
yeah.
this is a new chapter.
It's new. I'm like,
Everybody different
who knew?
experiences.
Who
Yeah.
knew? What did I
And
see?
it's probably for you, like, I don't know if you have this feeling of like being back home, but in a different way. Cause like you're married, you have a family. It's different than when you were home, growing up. So
It
I
is
feel
so
like that's
different.
different because that's like me. Like I love New Orleans and I could see myself settling down there, but not until later on because I'm still experiencing other places,
You are,
you
yeah,
know.
and
But it's
it
still
is
I
different
can
being
understand why
established.
you would like being home.
Yeah, it's different being established and having
Yeah,
seen. Thank God I seen Georgia and met the people that I met there
right.
and those connections. But coming home with like that culture and things like that,
Yeah.
I'm like, whew, it's good
It's
to be home. And I'm not like home. I'm like 30 minutes out. So
and
here,
that's still good. Yeah,
actually
good.
30 minutes in Georgia is like down the street.
Correct.
30 minutes here.
30 minutes you're in traffic.
You're it's like ain't no pop-ups. It's
Right.
very planned. So I appreciate hallelujah. Okay. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Hallelujah.
So I am
Yeah.
glad about that. Girl, we got sponsorships. I don't know.
Ah,
Yeah, girl.
stop. Come on
Let
now.
me
Y'all really like us for real. We like y'all.
I got a shout them out because I'm a coffee drinker.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we have the elite coffee. Okay, because we do everything
Like that
well.
logo.
Okay, so
Nice
check
logo.
them out. The link is in the description. If y'all don't see it, message my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So yeah, the link is in the description. That's what he
I
said.
see it.
You
I'm in the
see?
description, so
Thank
don't
you,
y'all come
sis.
on there be
Thank
lying.
okay, because I'm like, I ain't got time. I don't have the time.
Okay.
How has 2024 been going for you?
It's good.
Okay.
It's moving. I really feel like this year is not waiting for anybody. So you just have to catch up. You have to be on time. And that's what I feel like with just everything that just has been occurring, with
Mhm,
school, personal life, like everything is constantly on the go. So I just find myself like I'm really paying attention to the times I have to debrief and
mhm,
to take a minute and to take a chill. I feel like I didn't get a chance to really do that last, the latter part of the year, in my fall semester, because I didn't have any time to breathe. But now I'm finding my space. Hey,
mhm.
Mike. I'm finding my time to, breathe. And I'm like, ooh,
And
I'm really
look
sitting
you look
back.
relaxed. You're giving relaxed, and I love
Mm,
it.
yes, Key, listen, but it's one thing to have the time of relaxation, but like I'm also able to evaluate, you know what I'm saying? I'm being like, okay, what am I really planning on doing and how I want to move things? Because one thing I have learned to give myself grace on is that my plans will constantly shift. You're the little saying, if you want to hear God laugh, you tell him your plans.
There you go.
So I be trying to be silent, but sometimes I'll be ringing in. I'll be like, God, I know you
Oh,
said
you and your
you
brother,
got it.
my
Can
husband,
you
y'all got the
can you
same.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I just need a little preview, a little Sam sample. I don't need it all. Just let me know. Just so, what if I want to buy an outfit? You know what I'm saying? Just let me know a little bit. So I'm
What
trying
you
to
thinking? I got you trying to reel it on back. It's
yeah, but I have that space to do that now. And this is new and it's really, really refreshing. So yeah, that's where I'm at so
okay.
far. What about you, girl? How is 2024 treating you? We're in February, month
We are
2.
in February, so we moved 2 weeks ago. So it's
Yeah,
very new move. 2024 is treating me well, and
yeah.
I love it. I am in my soft life era.
Look,
Okay,
look, skin
so
is popping, glowing.
I'm here for it. Okay,
Look,
I'm like
protective styles. I love it.
it. That's it. Okay, I'm like I'm not even putting on lashes right now. Okay,
And look, and that's fine.
we just glowing, and I love it. And I'm enjoying all of God's blessings. That's what
Mm,
I'm seeing. I'm seeing
mhm.
Him really just work through our
Yeah,
family. And this year,
that's beautiful.
this start has been really good. So, I feel like as we continue, because we back,
Mhm.
we will have some good. I feel like both of us will have good and great news to share. It's just radiating over me. So,
Look,
um,
we ready. We
yeah.
ready. And again, we know y'all missed us. So
So we back. So we
we come on, let's get into it, girl. You know they ready for us
back.
to talk.
A little icebreaker.
Okay.
So in the chat, that's what. Listen, we gonna do this like school. Just put it in the chat for
Right,
now.
right.
Okay, call lines will be open a little bit later. All right. So
Wait on it, guys, because y'all know y'all love you love
you're like,
calling in.
hey, I just want to talk about. Okay, so name a show you would renew for one more season.
Living single.
I knew you
Living
were going to
single.
say that.
Living single. I love it. And I didn't I just felt like what happened with Queen Latifah and Scooter. Like I wanted them to get married. Um I needed to know that. I needed to know if Regine found a man. I because I just felt like like out of all the characters, I didn't think that she wouldn't end the show with somebody on her arm, even if it didn't last. So I want to see that.
Okay.
Um, I want to see uh what else? Overton and Sinclair have a baby.
Yes. Woo woo woo. Woo
Yeah, woo woo woo. Woo
woo.
woo woo. Yes. Yeah. That's what I needed. So I
Okay.
wanted that one more time.
One more time.
One more time.
The
What about
chat
you?
the chat had mine. I would say a different world. I wanted to see the evolution of Dwayne, Wayne, and Whitley in Japan.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted to see them with their little baby. I wanted to see what Ron did with his life.
Yeah.
With was it Kim? It was Kim that he ended up with, Kimberly Reese.
Mm,
So seeing that Mr. Gaines in the
mm,
kitchen in everybody's business,
mhm.
um, yeah,
Yeah.
Betty and all of her
I
eccentric.
need I need to sit down. That's a show,
You
and
haven't?
I have to do it like how I did Living Single because I watched it, but I need to go back through and digest it because I watched it younger, and I haven't revisited A Different World since I was younger. So I'm like, I need to go back
Oh, it was
and
Freddie he was with. Thank y'all. Okay, it was Freddie. I can remember. I remember them sneaking and kissing in the
oh,
radio snowstorm. It was Freddie.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Thanks y'all. Hold me
yeah,
accountable.
that's what I need.
Okay. Okay. So living single. Well, okay. Well, we both 90, 80
Yes.
shows.
'Cause
80
I feel like those were, like, the best
shows.
shows back in that time period, like,
It
I
was
don't
good.
know.
It was quality. It was
It
quality. Cause
it was
I almost went a little new and said snowfall. I
and see
almost, but then I had to like before I answered, I was like, do I really want to? But it was Franklin's best friend. I really want to see them in Africa thriving.
I did not watch that show.
Oh, you
I
did?
do not plan on watching it. I'm so s y'all, if I offend anybody with my choices of what I watch, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do it because
Oh my gosh.
I just I'm not a big girly on, like, isn't he supposed to be a drug dealer or something drug
It
crime
turned, yeah,
related?
turned into that.
Yeah, I'm like Power, that's not me. Snowfall,
Really?
not me.
Didn't think
Yeah.
either.
Um, what else for the Caucus of Lands? Ozark. I don't really watch that one as much.
Okay.
Um,
Game of
Game of
Thrones.
Thrones. So I watched the first episode of the first season and I got very emotional because I was not aware that it was going to be that deep. Like they pushed the little boy out the window. I felt like it was watching for color girls for the white people. I didn't
Oh
know
my god.
how to respond, so I stopped immediately. Like I said,
You were done?
mm,
Okay. That took a shift. I love me some Game of Thrones.
mm,
And so
mm,
by Ginger, y'all are taking it back for real. Yeah, I
mm.
love some Game of Thrones. And I watch House of Dragons because I'm loyal like that.
Wow. You know what I do like though? I don't know if you like it, but I love me some Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. I'm a
It
sci-fi
would.
girly.
You would be.
I am. I yeah, I'm very excited for the new season to come out, but I don't know, maybe I should, broaden my horizon with my
Like a
shows.
TikToker. I love that for you. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that for you.
and we're gonna try. Like I say that kind of every year, but and I just seem to recycle the different shows that are very
Oh,
similar
you
to
know
each
what?
other.
You can always count on Karina because she in there with you. Stranger
Oh,
Things.
thank you. It did upset me as well, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see all that as told by Ginger. Yes. All right. So now it's time to get into the nitty gritty.
Oh,
Oh
what do
wait,
you
before
want?
you get into nitty gritty, do we have any special Valentine's Day plans upcoming?
Ah, for me, okay, so me and Boo Thing, we're just thinking about keeping it chill. We're gonna go to a basketball game.
Okay.
We're gonna go see the Hornets play. The live NBA, and
Okay.
going to see that they playing on Wednesday. And that's pretty much it. Going out to eat, give me a little sippy sip on some wine, a little drinky drink, a little dessert. That's about it, girl. We look, we grown now. We like, hey, we can save somebody, do something cute right now,
Valentine's
pay
Day
some
probably
big
still
for a
repeat.
little trip.
Mhm.
That's where we at now. So that's where I'm at. What y'all doing?
Well,
Family time.
yeah, like we have the kids, so I'm going to get up, decorate downstairs, so they'll have their little baskets
Mm.
and cards for Valentine's Day.
You
Um,
know what? I'm glad we're on this topic. Do you celebrate Valentine's Day? And this could also be like a part of a different show that we will have, but I just wanted to
let's do it
preliminary.
now. Okay.
Do you celebrate Valentine's Day with your family, or do you feel like it's reserved? And you probably, I've literally already answered this, but just to clear it up, is it something that you feel is just reserved for you and your partner, or like you and your intimate partner?
No, ma'am. Because the funny thing is we had this conversation last night, and
Mm,
I told him that we are responsible for raising someone's husband or wife.
mm.
So it starts
I don't have the buzzer thing, so you have to click it. Thank you.
just if you do the finger girl, I got you. Okay?
Thank you.
So for me, how I was raised, my family was my first Valentine. I'm not going to take that away at all. And
Period.
it set the standard for how I live my life.
Yeah.
I could always count on my sisters, my mom, my brothers for Valentine's Day if I was single. It didn't
Mm,
feel, I didn't really get the whole, oh, I hate Valentine's Day. I'm single. Nobody loves me. Because I was like,
mm,
you don't have family? Like,
yeah.
love,
Yeah.
love. That's what I'm
Yeah.
like,
Period.
okay. Like, I'm
There it
like,
is.
my sister, I remember my family kind of fell off. It was me and one other sister. We was like, hey,
Mhm.
you my Valentine's? What you want?
Mhm.
And we met up. It wasn't like a big to do, but it was still, the love was still felt. So I feel like with our kids, if we don't
Yeah.
teach, then how will our daughters will then be the women that men are talking about, all y'all want to do is give us some the same
Right.
old cat that y'all give us
Right.
every
Right. That's not a gift.
because we didn't teach them.
Mhm.
That came from the
Mhm.
parents. If my son, if he's not given, then he doesn't know, one, how to expect it, and then
Mhm.
two, he's gonna have that argument. Why should I do that? I show you love every day of the year. But
Yeah.
that's a complaint of a lot of females
Right.
that, hey, on this day I want to feel special. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm giving my son the game because you proactive.
Right. Right.
Pay attention.
Right.
So you may not be able to use it now at
Right.
8. Sorry, Mike. The
No, we saw it at the same time. I literally saw
like
it.
the
Stop
monkey.
it.
Lord Jesus. But if
He's
he
so
can't
sweet
use it
about
at
it.
8, but I bet you Imma just be hopeful.
Yeah.
21. Oh, he'll be amazing.
Right.
So for me, it has to, when you have kids, I feel like they should be included. Now,
Mm.
your partner should have something, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah.
But yes, they'll wake up to baskets
Mm.
and the decor on the island,
Mhm.
and something from their father, something from me, because we hear Valentine every Valentine's Day. You never have to
Right.
feel like that. So
Right.
period.
I love that. I
Okay.
love that. We share very similar
Oh,
circumstances.
that's because we.
And experience. Yes. Because I feel like people don't take in consideration that Valentine's Day is a holiday just like any other holiday where we take a moment to celebrate whatever that holiday is just supposed to be focused on. So people, I know I used to trigger. Um
Wait
One
till
of
we.
my exes didn't celebrate Valentine's Day, right? Because it was I'm not gonna go into his whole soliloquy. I feel like y'all can use y'all imagination, but to sum it up, it was basically a day that shouldn't deserve any attention because you could do Valentine's Day every day. You love every single day, da da da. So why do we need a day to celebrate it?
Mhm. Mhm.
And I think because I grew up in a family where one similar to you, Akila, where we celebrated the love of Valentine's Day, no matter who it was, whether it was between you and your family, you and your partner, you and your friends, right? Because that's why we have Galentines. You know what I'm saying? Like those avenues are for us to celebrate love, not to say that we have to wait to do that on that day, right? Just like we have grandparents' day, you have a Christmas, Halloween, whatever, like all of those centralized holidays really could be celebrated every day. And really it does. Especially if you are Christian, Christmas, you should be celebrating Jesus every day. You know what I'm saying? However, that specific day is catered to the attention and the celebration, the memories, like whatever you want to do with it. So for me, yeah, I love love. That's what I love. And I love to celebrate love. And I feel like Valentine's Day is that space to allow you to do so without any other distractions. That's what I think about it.
I
You know
love
what I'm saying? So yeah.
big bomb for you. Okay.
Yeah, because you know, my parents still get me little Valentine's Day baskets. My mama already sent me mine.
It's- yeah,
It is. It's actually in my living room right now. She sent me
my
the
mom
link
got
to Valentine's
grandkids.
Day.
My mom got grandkids, so we got cut.
Yeah, see, you know what, Akila? I got something to tell you. I can't tell the show right now. Y'all gonna have to wait in
Yeah,
suspense, but just remind me.
grandkids
Just remind me.
cut. Okay.
I almost slipped up. I said, "Whoa."
And
Yeah, girl.
no souvenirs because you got grand. So
You know?
okay, but I see the chat. Let me see. My dad
Hmm.
always gave my sisters and I gifts. That is amazing.
Good dad. Good dad. Go dad.
Social media has killed the love of V Day.
You know, to this comment, I agree, but I also feel like people's experiences of Valentine's Day have also killed
Girl,
Valentine's Day.
that part.
Without social media, like I do think that they have taken negative connotations and blasted it, and now people are running with that. But I also feel like people's experiences have shaped how they respond to
Yeah,
Valentine's Day,
that
and
part.
y'all need to work that out.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Celebrate, yes. I don't feel like men should be defined or pressured on this day. I don't feel like anybody should be defined or pressured,
Yeah,
but it is something to have a conversation about if it's a day of importance to you.
right, right.
I need love, like LL. Okay,
Ooh,
uh,
dun, 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 dun.
okay, cause imaginations to go insane and it becomes a competition. Social media,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I love
I'll
that.
agree. I'll agree.
Might
And
want
I
to
think sometimes it's just,
EA.
yeah, people just be living through. Might want to really research the origin of Valentine's Day. Once you're educated, spread the word. Okay.
Power to the
Yes.
brother. All
I
right,
love good education. Knowledge is power, y'all. Keep educating yourself.
so
Don't be stupid. Thank you.
as we talk about Valentine's Day and the horrible Valentine's Day,
Eee!
wait,
Eee!
Robin, why
You
don't you?
want me to answer first?
No, you ask me the question. I'll go first. You can ask me, girl.
Okay. Akila,
Hmm.
do you in your heart of hearts and your mind of minds believe that it is okay to remain friends with an ex? Explain.
Okay, I am going to be very black and white.
Hmm.
I'm not going to go gray. So if you want to go in the gray, Robin, do
And
you?
look,
No, I know. I'm going to be black and
give
white.
me the spectrum. Okay.
For as far as my beliefs, I would say no.
Okay.
I believe that you can be cordial and respectful of an
Yeah.
ex. And when I say an ex, I'm not talking about the fling that like it really didn't mean anything. I
Yeah.
mean your history.
Yeah.
Like they know you.
Yeah.
Because with that, um could potentially just anything can happen.
Yeah.
And I am not one to I don't believe in like let me allow just the chance, the hint, because it could be just that one.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause they know you. You
Yeah.
know, they know you.
They know you.
They know you. You
Okay.
know, you're next. And they know you.
Yeah.
And I don't need to know you no more.
Mm.
Okay. I don't need to know you no more.
Yeah.
I wish you well.
Take your behind over there though.
No, I don't want to know. I
If
don't
you
want
just said, all right, bye.
bye. Bye bye. I don't want to know. So for me, I'm like, and I'll tell my friends, like, I don't. I think when you have made up in your mind that it's truly over,
Mm.
there's no need outside of like kids
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. There's and that can be tricky, but there's no need for you to be coming around. My family is like this.
Mm-hmm.
If we break up, y'all broke up.
Yeah.
Ain't no more check-ins. What
Yeah.
the updates of my life are no longer your concern.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't think it's very wise.
Mm-hmm.
But Rob,
Mm-hmm.
in your wonderful, intelligent, peculiar way, do
Talk
you
to me.
think it is okay to stay friends with an ex?
Let me just preface this before I say this. I am not friends with any of my exes. Um, because I don't need to be. They don't need to be my friend and I don't need to be theirs. Because I know what type of friend I am. And when I am a friend, I take that job very seriously with what I do. And I feel like giving myself that energy, or giving them that energy from me, no. Because I feel like some people try to justify it and be like, "Oh, we were friends before we started dating, so we could just remain friends." But like you said, eloquently, you know so much. And even when your friendship with that person escalated into a relationship that is more intimate, you became more aware of that person in areas that you didn't know while you were friends. So because of that, and because I also know myself,
Mm-hmm.
my my
It,
man is my friend and my friends around them are my friends. I don't somebody said who said it? Oh, my brother. No new friends. We don't need any new friends. And to think about it, even if you were friends with that person, to go back is technically a new relationship because now you have to cut off that intimacy that you used to have or that elevated relationship that you weren't on a friend letter level, right? And you got to dial that down and act like, oh, okay, so we're not going to touch that part. We're just going to be cool. I don't know. I don't know. But that was my preface. Do
mm-hmm.
I feel like people have done it and can do it? Sure. To each their own. You know what I mean? And I think it brings up a good valid point when you have, situations where you do have a child with that person, right? And sometimes it could be easier to gain a friendship with that person. You know what I'm saying? When you have a child and y'all are co-parenting, you have a blended family, whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? Because I think at that point, that's okay as long as your partner is also okay with it. I don't think that you should just be making those executive decisions without bringing your other partner in it. But me personally, no, we can just be
Oh,
cool and not even be cool. Like we can just,
cordial.
yeah. When I see you on the street, I'm just not gonna pass you up and act like I don't know you. Hey, like we don't even have to stop and me check in. Like, like me, hey, all right,
Okay.
be blessed.
Be
You know.
blessed.
And
Yeah.
I guess it depends on which ex. But that's another story. 'Cause hey, I got some really good exes, and I'm very proud of them, and they know who they are, and I'll
I'm
be like,
very proud.
"You did it, Joe, you did it."
We
But it's
did it,
like some
girl.
of them, I said, "Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm." We
The chat has spoken. It's
look,
talking.
come on.
You can potentially ruin a good thing for a playback. Soul
Yeah,
was created.
yes, it was.
Paris, I'm coming back to your question after I read these.
That is a good question. I see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not friends with any of my exes. They no longer get access to me. Hell, I'm just barely friends with my daughter's
And
father.
that's okay, Pooh.
I,
That is okay.
all I can say is amen.
Mhm.
I could talk about that.
Mhm.
My bestie says, yeah. I say keep it cordial, but no need to be involved socially beyond hello. How are you in public?
Yep. That's about it. That's all you need.
I agree that being friends with your ex isn't necessary. With that, as a pastor, come on here. In a church space, your ex may be around you and you have to behave accordingly in certain spaces.
Mm.
And EA,
Oh, not with all caps.
ladies don't control
Oh, do the
who
accent.
a man can or cannot have as friends. You will lose him. No man wants to be told that. Well, we feel your emotion, sir.
Well, here's my thing. That's just not the lady for you. Um, find you a lady that doesn't care about who your friends are. It's very simple also on this side because I don't like labeling someone's, you know, expectations, their standards, their boundaries as a control. I don't like that. Oh, so Karina, thank you.
He
I
said,
don't I
"Baby."
don't think that you should label it as control necessarily. Now, do I feel like some women be out here trying to control their man like they're their child?
Yeah,
Absolutely. And that's when
absolutely.
you need to drop them like a hot tamale. However, don't just sit up there and throw out that label just for someone who has an expectation of, hey, I don't appreciate that. And I'm letting you know that up front. I would have more respect for a person who has that than, someone who thinks that they're okay with it and then boom, they a Mento and a Coke bottle. Now they stressed because you saying you cool with your ex. Like, communicate,
That
right?
part.
And once you see that that woman that you're dealing with is not going to be okay, then you have to respect her and be like, all right, well, this ain't gonna work. Because whatever relationship you have with your ex, and maybe that is your bestest of friends, cool. But you also have to respect that not everybody's gonna be okay with that. That's not a control thing. That's just that's just who they are. That's what they agree with.
Personal
So,
preference. And I like Kendra said boundaries and control are different.
mhm.
He said I'd rather my woman be comfortable and telling me who in my circle makes her comfortable. Love that. Mr. D. What's up? We have Miss Glenn. She said they are an ex for a reason. Ain't no spinning the block. No a ha ha.
He
Okay.
said, don't even laugh over this
Period.
way.
Period. Okay.
Miss
Control.
Glenn said, ain't nothing funny.
I love this. Control is like Ike Turner. Boundaries is Barack Obama.
Mm.
But we had a question from my girl Paris, so I got to
Yeah,
get.
yeah. Let's get into her. Yes,
Could
please.
you be friends with an ex? Uh
Oh,
oh.
I think I clicked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we both was moderating
We got
over.
excited.
Could you be friends with an ex if y'all never had sexual relations? And the plot thickens.
I still say the same thing because I'm not gonna lie to you. That may be even more problematic. Because if you have an ex where you didn't have sexual relations, but y'all were in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
that qualified y'all being committed and exclusive to each other, that
Hmm.
still holds the same weight whether y'all were having sex or not. I'm sorry, that's just the way I
Okay.
look at it.
Why?
Um, because I feel like, and it may be because of I know how I am in relationships. Like,
Mhm.
sex is a part of it, but it is not a deciding factor for me personally. So my lens are I have shared things with you that I have not told anybody else. I have been vulnerable with you in spaces that I've never been with anybody else. I have made expectations for you that I do not have for anybody else. All of that ain't got nothing to do with sex.
Mhm.
So if you're saying that that is a line to be drawn, then maybe that's just how you view sex independently of a relationship.
Mhm.
But because I don't, me calling you my boyfriend, my significant other,
Mhm.
that holds a lot of weight regardless of any other physical
Yeah.
activities because baby, that if I'm calling you that, that means I'm looking at our future.
Yeah.
Where we going with this?
Yeah.
You mean my mom, I mean your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that element of it is so beyond a sexual, type of situation. Hey, I don't know. That's how I see it. Mhm.
I would agree with you. I think that once you have because sex and intimacy are different. And once I've been intimate with you emotionally,
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
allowed you in, as you said, the vulnerability aspect, that's a big deal for me.
Mhm.
Babe, I'm
Mhm.
gonna need you to almost get out the comments in a minute, sir. Okay. For me,
Oh, Scotty.
girl,
Go
um,
ahead, baby.
for me, if you know me, if I've been vulnerable with you, I don't need just because we didn't then, don't mean that we won't now.
Yeah.
Okay, then we did not. Now life is different. You had that like YOLO. I should
Mhm.
have. I bet you if you come back around, I won't miss the opportunity again.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
again, I am not chancing that. What is emotional intimacy?
Mm.
I'll discuss that with you offline.
Oh, you need to go to a seminar.
He really does. He really does. Hey, I swear, I promise you, he really does. Okay,
You don't know that it. Come on, man.
he really does. Y'all need to help him. Okay, y'all need to help him because yeah,
But some people like to wait until marriage before sex, guys. Like there's some humans out there that are still doing that, and more power to you. God bless you. And whatever your religion holds and whatever your expectations, sometimes they don't have nothing to do with religion.
right. It's
Sometimes you're
just
not just about to
like
get this cookie jar until you put a ring on it. So
y'all not praying hard enough for my husband, but that's neither here nor there. We have a dating question. This is our main.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, girl. Let me.
Not go to Applebee's on her first date. Let's just get right into the video.
Hold on. What if he's responsible? And
That's
what if
great.
he's getting to know you?
Yes.
Then
So
what?
if get to know me, don't take me no Applebee's then.
Because
In
Applebee's
New York,
says what? What does Applebee's say
to
about you?
me, it seems like you weren't trying to be creative and think of a nice spot other than Applebee's. You're taking to a chain restaurant.
But so you don't eat at chain restaurant?
On a first date.
Hold on. Oh, we need a whole nother segment, guys. Okay, you need to get my first book called Relationship Goals. And you got to rip up your list because Applebee's.
Why? I'm 32 years old. Why are we still going? We're not in college no more.
But you're still single.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is, there may be. I'm just no. I'm just saying to you is, what I'm saying to you is, maybe what you're looking for is at Applebee's. Because usually the greatest things are in packages you didn't want. Like I just want you to say if. I'm just telling you. Like if at the end of the day, like it was everything else you wanted. He didn't cheat on you. He was integrous. And he just loved Applebee's. You might have cut off your blessing before it even started.
I told her all of this. When the pastor and the first lady said, it's a whole different thing.
Guess what? When the pastor and the first lady's here, you want to apologize to me first, right?
I think y'all.
Okay, do I need to run it back?
Now you know me, and you know the people in the back because sometimes we be watching the half of the video and then we come to a conclusion in
Oh
our
my
mind and we
goodness,
miss
they
the
heard.
other half.
Now they sit there like this. Okay, I'm gonna run it back.
Run it.
I'm gonna run it back.
She will not go to Applebee's on her first date. Let's just get right into the video.
Hold on. What if he's responsible? And
That's
what if
great.
he's getting to know you?
Yes.
Then what?
Get to know me, don't take me no Applebee's then.
Because
In New
Applebee's
York,
says what? What does Applebee's say
to
about you?
me, it seems like you weren't trying to be creative and think of a nice spot other than Applebee's. You're taking to a chain restaurant.
But so you don't eat at chain restaurant?
On a first date.
Hold on. Oh, we need a whole nother segment, guys. Okay, you need to get my first book called Relationship Goals. And you got to rip up your list because Applebee's.
Why? I'm 32 years old. Why are we still going? We're not in college no more.
But you're still single.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is, there may be. I'm just no. I'm just saying to you is, what I'm saying to you is, maybe what you're looking for is at Applebee's. Because usually the greatest things are in packages you didn't want. Like I just want you to say if. I'm just telling you. Like if at the end of the day, like it was like it was everything else you wanted. He didn't cheat on you. He was integrous. And he just loved Applebee's. You might have cut off your blessing before it even started.
I told her all of this. When the pastor and the first lady said, it's a whole different thing.
Guess what? When the pastor and the first lady's here, you want to apologize to me first, right?
I think y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Are we going into this? Are we going into specifically Applebee's? Because here gonna be, I love you so Applebee's. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love
So
you so Applebee's.
I just want to know who's starting.
Listen. I'll start off.
Okay.
Um, Specifically on the question of, should you take a girl to Applebee's or something, comparable
Mhm.
on the first date? And I feel like here go me. This day and age, you need to ask what people like before taking them out. I think the surprise factor for some people is not giving what it needs to give for them.
Mhm.
Me, I love a good surprise regardless. You know what I'm saying? You tell me to get dressed, I'll be picking you up at 8 and I'm coming downstairs with a smile on my face like, where we going? We going to Walmart, we about to shop together, like what we about to do? You know what I'm saying? But not everybody's like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm such an experienced type of person. So quality time is big for me, wherever we at. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and I'm gonna be like, well, if homegirl, let's say they had a conversation and she was just, airing out what she likes, what are some things that she's interested in, right?
Mhm.
And dude, you know, does complete opposite, then yeah, there's a red flag there. But that's beyond where you went on the first date. That just means you don't listen, no matter what the date is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe the element of being grateful is there, okay? Because y'all really could go sit in a park and do nothing. But I think understanding society today, and I feel like everybody is just, I don't know, I don't really feel like people have, I don't want to say they don't have standards. That's a wrong word. I don't think they have a concrete like idea. Let me say it like that, of what they really want. They see what other people have. And they're like, oh, that look good. That's cool. That's cool. This is cool. Because if everybody went to Applebee's on their first date, I doubt that sis will be like, oh, he took me to Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of like examples of people doing these extravagant things, and maybe that is influencing why people are saying like this young lady is like, nah, take me out and be creative, cool. But is that truly like something that you expressed, or are you just expecting them to understand that? And sometimes that's hard. I don't know, you can't read minds, but at the end of the day, like I said, to clear all that up, be safe, just ask, what are some things you like to do? Like, what is your ideal first date? Take notes and act. Can't go wrong with that. That's what I say.
Well, I don't see nothing wrong with Applebee's myself. The good sampler platter, I'm a happy camper. You know. So I like Applebee's. Quiet as kept. One of our favorite go-to date spots is Waffle House.
Mm, mm,
I be
mm-hmm.
and I get the same thing.
I'm an IHOP girly, but love that for y'all.
Yeah, girl, take me to Waffle House, okay? Because
Yeah,
I'll get happy. Okay.
yeah.
Every time. I told him like, babe, the kids going for the summer. We get to go to Waffle House. I just told him that. I was like,
Not y'all put it on the calendar of events.
is that what our kids
You said, look, we got this amount of
this is
time. We got to
order?
fit it
No,
into the schedule.
period. Okay,
I
because now
love that.
here's the all-star special. Now he looks at the menu as if he doesn't know what he's going to order every single time. I'll
Mm-hmm.
sit there like, babe, you want to get your usual? Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go right back to his all-star special. But that's what works for us.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like you, it's about the conversation at the environment. You might see something hilarious. You might, I'm now. Don't get me wrong. You can take me to Capital Girl as well because I like
Mm-hmm.
a steak as well.
Yeah.
But if it's our first date and I'm getting to know you, I don't have to. You don't have to wine and dine me like that. I don't.
Yeah.
Personally. Now, like you said, discovery is Esquire Robin. Okay.
Come on now. Speak my language.
Discovery is vital in
Mhm.
these situations. So if you are guessing and you did not take the time to investigate and research and get to know who you are dating or wanting to date,
Mm-hmm.
and you hit her with a or him with a Applebee's and they're not an Applebee's type of person,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's their preference. That they have
Yeah.
a they have a right.
Yeah.
Now, I love when Michael said, and that's why you single. Because he said, and that's why you single now. Because
Because maybe you're looking in the wrong places.
and you know what, Robin, I'm sorry, sis, but I have to say this. And I want the ladies to be realistic. And I can say this because I've done it. How many times when we're ladies are put the responsibility are put on us to take a man out to dinner that we're taking them to the Capitol Grill or Del Frisco's?
Mm-hmm.
Because we will take the easy route and be like, oh, my man like a sports bar as long as he can see the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll take him to Taco Mac.
Right.
And as hard as it can be for some people, mainly women, to deal with rejection, I just think you should be a little bit more graceful
Mm-hmm.
on yo. I'm not going to Applebee's Cheesecake Factory. I just cause we quick,
Yeah.
just like the recycle coochie on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And you want him to unwrap and pull down those panties as if it's his first time getting
Right.
in the box. And it's
Right.
like, I just had this 2 nights ago.
Right.
It
Yeah.
is not new.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I look
That's
at it
true.
like, I'm like, listen, if you're talking, just make sure that when it's your turn, that your effort matches. And
Yeah.
how about this? Don't allow them to have to tell you to make it your turn. That's the other,
Right.
because we can
So
have,
unpack that. What do you mean by that?
so for example, women in initiating sex. I've been in certain groups with like, we have a hard time being the initiator of sex. Oh my gosh. And
Mm-hmm.
so with that, it can be like, well, you're the man, you supposed to, and they may want to feel like, well, don't you want me to, I want to
Mm-hmm.
know you want me. Like I want
Mm-hmm.
you, but we get so comfortable in, well, you were working so hard that we never even think about, let me go ahead and be like, hey, I like them short.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna meet me upstairs? We don't even do that.
Right.
We're not doing that at all. And I feel
Yeah.
like taking the initiative, and you know what, babe, you always take me out. You always doing this. I don't ever have to ask about you taking out the trash or putting up the food after I'm done cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Tonight, I just want to take you out. What's something that you want to do?
Yeah.
Period. It's on me.
Yeah.
It's on me.
Yeah.
And I think not now, fool.
Oh.
I am so sorry.
If y'all didn't know that this was ran by two powerful Black women, is when you hear somebody say, "Not yet, fool." I love us. I love us in this Black History Month.
Oh my gosh. She's like, you said meet you upstairs.
No.
No. so,
Damn.
so for me with that, it's like, how often are you taking the initiative to make him feel special, or like you want to be there with him, or you value how often? Because we talk about feeling, I don't feel appreciated, I cook, I do this. Listen, both people play a role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
Both. And I love that. Karina, get your credit, girl. I spoil
Yeah.
and I don't ask him. I know what he likes, so I just plan it. I just tell him not to plan anything for a specific date. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And you have to know your mate. It comes like we had a wonderful game night while we were on our break with Karina and Mike
Yeah.
and Robin and
did
via FaceTime.
FaceTime. He was ready.
It was absolutely amazing. And my husband. And that conversation, those conversations of like what works, the dialogue was everything. And so when I look at that, I'm like, you know what? And you single, because you won't get out your own way.
Right. I think also, and I saw a couple of comments about this because I wanted to touch on it. I don't think it's anything wrong with asking though. Like, especially because we got to remember, guys, we are first date in. That means we don't know you. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me. This is talking phase,
Mhm.
right? Or whatever the phase, because I know last year we tried to figure out what the phases were.
But I
But
didn't mean that.
this is you're not in a relationship, but you're interested in going on dates, right? It's nothing wrong with asking to get to know the person, because I have been in situations where I have misinterpreted people and what they like, or like what my partner would like, because I've seen them tolerate something, but in our reality maybe that's not really what they would prefer. So going back to, whatever your conversation is leading up to the date, I don't think you necessarily have to ask what that person wants to do,
Mhm.
because I do genuinely agree that there should be an element of allowing the man, if that's what the man is going to do in that particular situation, is plan everything, allow him to do that. Allow him to show you who he is in that element of him putting something together for you. Cool. But to help a man out, hey, here's some things that I like. Because I'm going through that currently in my relationship, where we're, I guess, no longer dating. We're dating, but it's like we're exclusive, we're committed, we know each other on a level that we didn't know prior to. But
Mhm.
there's still some elements that we don't know of each other. So I'm like, I'm saying, oh yeah, I really do like that, but I would prefer this over that. See how that can be sometimes conflicting? I just said I like something, but there's also something I like more. If
Right.
I didn't tell you that, baby, you would have thought that I was going to be sold on that first thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's ways to do it. And girl, surprise me. I'm going to cry.
I'm here for it. Well,
Okay.
no, I'm not gonna cry. That's
No,
all
I know I'm emotional.
we know.
I definitely have a little tear that comes right here.
Listen,
It falls ever so
what's
slightly
that love song that
to
I
my
need to pull
nose.
up? Because you'll cry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. And you know what? I'm not apologizing for it, because that's who I am, and my baby knows that. Um, but with that being said, I will say, y'all, I saw a couple of these in the comments. Ladies, y'all do have to stop being cheap. I'm gonna be honest, because I saw this post and I should have sent it to you, Akila. I'm gonna send it next time. Maybe we can watch it next time. But it was this man talking about, oh, it was David Mann. Y'all know Mr. Brown from
Yeah.
Medea.
Mhm.
He told whoever young lady he was mentoring, write out everything that you want in a man, right? Everything from credit score, finances, family situations,
And
whatever.
how many of those things are you on that list?
He went a step further. He said, become that list.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Become that list, right? And however way that works for you, because I do see that can be kind of challenging at times, because you're probably not in a position that you would want somebody else to be in, because you want them to be there to carry you.
Mhm.
And that you got to unpack that on your own time. But with that being said, for the ladies who are wanting to be wined and dined, and you know what I'm saying, all of this, okay, first date, but baby, you better come through with the second, because I'm gonna be raising, you know what I'm saying, in the future, God willing, a son, and I'm not gonna tell my son to be like, oh, just give her all the diamonds and pearls
Yeah.
and not get reciprocated energy. Absolutely not. Leave that little heifer alone.
Keep
You know
your
what I'm
heart, three
saying?
stacks. Keep your heart. Play your
Okay.
three
Keep
stacks.
your heart.
Play your
So yeah, babies, y'all definitely got to do a little bit better than that. I don't like that. I don't like no cheapo. Sorry.
Oh, no. In the comments, like I ain't cheap. Okay, well then come on, girls that are here. Okay, because they see it. I'm not cheap. I love that. I'm not cheap because I don't.
Don't.
I don't. I don't. I like to. I give like I like to receive. And
Mm-hmm.
to your point when you were saying like still getting to know each other, we're newlyweds, and
Yeah.
this was funny. So yesterday, because I really wanted to cook, I was like, "Oh, new house, like, oh babe, I want some dressing, mac and cheese, some rice gravy, pot roast, green beans." I'm like, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
I don't know, should I do baked beans? But just in case, I said, "Babe, get some barbecue sauce." Now the standard barbecue sauce, if it's not homemade in our house, is Sweet Baby Ray's. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's all right. My husband,
Love
God
his
bless
sister.
his soul,
Mm-hmm.
came in with Kraft. Now, granted, he texted me and said, "Do we get the regular kind?" And my mind was like, "Regular is the Sweet Baby Ray's." I'm not thinking anything
Right, because you know Sweet Baby Ray's got different flavors. They got honey barbecue,
he
they got hickory
he
smoke,
doesn't like.
they
He
got
doesn't
the little
get
spicy
the original.
barbecue.
He just gets original. So when he said regular, my interpretation was regular for this household.
Yeah.
His interpretation was, "Let me find some plain old." So I was like,
No.
"Babe," and so he's like, "I asked you," and I'm like,
And I know Scotty said now, Akila, you're not gonna sit up here and tell me that I didn't ask.
yeah, like I kept calling. I'm like, "But you didn't call for the barbecue sauce though." I'm like, and I'm saying, "Babe, when have we ever had Kraft?" I asked regular, and I'm like, regular to me
Right.
was Sweet Baby Ray's because
Right.
that's all we buy.
And here go me. I'm gonna just take it a step further. I'm thinking the size. You mean like a regular size or like the large size? Because you know they got the large sizes when you're
The
doing a big
family size.
barbecue for the
We got
family.
family size.
Listen, because Sam's go off. Okay, let me tell you something.
Okay,
Y'all better
so
recognize.
in that, and I use that as a light because listen, and he was, babe, you did. He FaceTime me about 15 times from the store. He taking pictures, and I'm
I
sitting there,
know
I'm
he
like,
did. I know
girl.
he.
He,
I know he made sure.
and the thing is, I will give my husband kudos. Instructions. If you give him clear instructions, he's going to follow those to a T.
Yeah.
Cause like I was already dressed for church today,
Mm-hmm.
and I had on white. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Babe, you're not making the pot roast. Just tell me what to do."
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, "Okay." And listen, it came out immaculate.
I know that's right.
I'm like, "Okay, babe."
Yes.
So he is. I'm like, my mom would have loved you as a child. The way you was chopping onions and bell peppers, because we gave her grief. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
nobody would be chopping it. But he's that kind of person. And to your point, communication is everything for
Yeah.
him. He don't care about no surprise.
Yeah.
He doesn't. So
Right.
me being like, ta-da, no,
Yeah.
no. But me being like, babe,
Yeah. Ooh. Is it? Come on.
you know,
It ain't little. What we doing? Where we going? When they shoulders go up like this, ooh, they excited.
he all shoulders. You know what I'm saying? He just show.
Ooh, like this. Y'all know y'all be doing that. Y'all be acting like y'all don't get happy, a little excited. Yeah.
An example, honey. Yeah, just an example, darling.
Look at him, loud,
Yeah,
loud because we
oh,
right.
who's popping? Yeah, no. So you have to know your person.
Yeah,
And that's
very much so.
and speaking of communication,
Come on,
this next segment,
talk about it.
I'm going to read the article.
Okay.
Okay. We have I love this TikToker, Mr. Keith Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He be really bringing the business too.
He has. Okay.
He's just so like clear.
Period. So we have an article, sweetly seasoned food truck sparks backlash. Don't worry, y'all. After my narration, we have a video. Okay. Over massive $4,000 donation from Keith Lee.
Mm-hmm.
The internet is outraged after the owner of a food truck failed to split a $4,000 tip given by TikTok star Keith Lee when he specifically asked her to share it with two other people.
Mm.
Keith Lee has risen to fame as TikTok's resident celebrity food reviewer. The mixed martial artist turned internet icon is known for his reviews of small time restaurants around the United States, often giving them a much needed boost in foot traffic. However, some of Lee's culinary endeavors have resulted in major drama, such as his infamous visit to Atlanta, Georgia. Lord have mercy. Which saw the internet explode with debates around the city's restaurants that are often rife with over the top rules and difficult service.
Had Atlanta in a chokehold.
Did. Now, another Keith Lee restaurant review has sparked a public outcry after giving a hefty tip that wasn't shared in the way he intended.
Ooh.
On January 31st, Lee visited the Sweetly Seasoned food truck in North Dallas, Texas, at the request of the owner's son. While Lee generally seemed to like the food, he also had feedback for the business, namely that they ramp up their marketing and get more hands in the kitchen. At the end of his video, Lee prayed with the food truck's owner, Kim Viverette, and told her to charge his card for $4,000 with specific instructions. Give 1K to the barber doing hair outside the food truck and another $1,000 to a woman doing braids, while $2,000 were to go to Viverette herself. That's not all. Lee even paid for $300 worth of orders behind him. However, it doesn't appear as though Viverette honored Lee's request, nor gave out $300 worth of free plates. Okay, so we ready for a video?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Here
see this.
is
Wait a minute.
here is Keith Lee's response.
Around about the situation. So let's talk about that. 3 days ago, me and my family went to Sweetly Seasoned food truck. Number one, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos and in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team and this was a normal routine for them. The barber being there, the braider being there, family being there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Number two, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said I want to get his $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing. God willingly, after we post the video, there will be a line out the door. If there's a line out the door and there's a barber and a braider doing hair while people are waiting, that's marketing. So again, it's in the hood. You play some music, you cutting hair, you braiding hair, y'all all sitting out, y'all having fun. It's a parking lot barbecue. So again, we don't know the behind the scenes if they knew each other, if they did know each other. And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction. Within that 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep fast. And for me and my family's safety in general, I don't never carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system. And even if we wanted to do it a different way, Zelle and Apple Pay wasn't an option because it was 4 or 5 people at the same time on live. So for safety reasons, they wouldn't be able to say their phone numbers or their personal information out loud. And as far as them taking my phone and putting their number in on Zelle themselves, I wouldn't hand my personal phone to nobody. So the POS system was the option that made the most sense. I've learned through this journey that sometimes it's deeper than the food, it's deeper than the marketing, it's deeper than the customer service. And this is one of those cases in my opinion. Sweetly Seasoned got a lot to figure out, and I thank God in advance that they do figure it out. The last thing I'm gonna touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud in detail what we deemed the money to be used towards, I also said y'all can divvy it out how y'all feel necessary. Meaning, after the money hits, because it's a POS system, it don't hit the same day. Y'all can send it out through Apple Pay, through Zelle, through Cash App, through check, through cash, however y'all feel necessary to spread it amongst the team. I thought and I still think that that's a very clear statement, but it's being misconstrued, in my opinion, intentionally misconstrued, that I said and the mom and the son can say who get the money and who don't get the money.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
I never said that. Regardless of what's going on behind the scenes, I felt on my heart to do what we did. So for the mom to go on the back end and disregard where my heart was at and what I felt like God was telling me to do in that moment and distribute the money how she felt necessary is 100% wrong in my opinion. I see the memes and I see the jokes, but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down. Her actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she in today. We just ate the food and left a tip. I pray in advance that everybody in this situation stays safe. That's my biggest concern. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
Now she took the money.
Oh, well, now she's trying to
Ooh.
give it back. Now she's trying to give it. Now she's trying to do the right thing.
Well, she's only trying to do the right thing because social media is probably on her ass.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
like,
lie to you.
there were screenshots of her business saying permanently closed.
Now, see, the only thing about that is,
Mhm.
that's really crazy. And while I totally understand, the people trying to go back for, his intentions and, You know what I'm saying? People be getting really crazy when it comes to being supporters for causes, and then they be like, "All right, shut it down. Let's burn the building." I don't know if that is what we needed, but I do understand where they're coming from. I do understand the frustration. My thing is though, right? Because here's one thing I do understand. Somebody had put this of oh, I found the comment. I'll put this right here. This is a very dangerous statement. And I say this to say is because when people owe you money, but you have someone that has given you money to divide it between those said people, that's not your money. I'm gonna be very honest with you. And people don't understand that. Just because it's in your possession, that doesn't mean that it's under your control. Okay. That just means that you're holding it. But that's not your. So if Keith Lee is what he's saying is valid and true. I wasn't there, so I'm not gonna say that. But if he's saying what we all have seen to be true, that wasn't hers to decide where it go and where it doesn't, especially if he was very clear in his instructions.
So
Now,
I can tell you because they did record it,
see, and
and
there
so
it is.
he was very, very specific, and he told her $1,000 for the barber,
Correct.
$1,000 for the braider, and you
Correct.
keep 2,000 for yourself,
Correct.
and then you pay.
Because that's so specific.
It's very specific.
That's so specific. Because if somebody gave me, and maybe it's just me, but somebody gave me $4,000 and they say, disperse it how you see fit. Let's just go on the playing devil's advocate. Let's say he wasn't clear on who it goes to, but just disperse how you see fit. My next question is, what do you mean? What do you mean disperse is how I see fit? Disperse it within me and my personal family? Because if you really think about it, right? I can do this as I want. I don't even have to give it to the people I work with. If you're saying what
No.
the I guess the miscommunication is, do as you see fit. And I'm very confused how you can get there without asking any follow-up questions. $4,000 as a tip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that for me, when I watched the video and I looked at, you know how you can like you feel the fakeness, like it's like when you're at church and like you the person gets touched by the spirit and now they're just like extra weepy or like, oh, thank you, like the Holy Ghost is just moving or whatever. That's how like the giving for her, it was like so. I was like watching, I'm like now I'm nitpicking because I'm like, see right there, it doesn't give. She was the only one working in the truck, and then the way that her son responded,
Yeah.
with the level of arrogance that I'm like, you knew you should have told your if that was the case, you should have told your son to take that video down immediately. Take the video down. The workers then came. We still haven't received anything. Keith Lee said this, that, and the third. So why would people who and to my knowledge, North Dallas is the hood.
I
Why?
don't know anything about North Dallas, but he did specify in the video it's the hood where they were.
I learned. But why would people who are working and out there hustling the way that they're hustling?
Yeah.
They need that money too.
Yes.
And if he felt led and prompted to give, like you'll receive more. My thing is like, look at his track record. When he leaves the business is never the same in the best way possible.
Right.
With the exception of the Milk and Honey of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Or whichever place that he went to. Like when Candy's restaurant, it didn't get the best review.
Yeah.
But Atlanta, and I was like, every place that he named, I was like, yep. They did that to regular people, so I can only imagine. I can only imagine the experience, and that was 2 or 3 years ago. I'm like, I was like, no, I'm not going there now. So when you see what happens, and he shows up to bless you. Because you're asking, like, oh, we need this, we need da 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 da. He's there. And then you do the greedy thing.
Yeah.
You could have probably made $4,000 the next day
Right.
on your own.
Really, with
Good.
the business
Mhm.
that he helped you
Mhm.
gain and uplift and increase because you did the right thing.
That part.
Now that she done messed up.
That
Someone
part.
said she done shut down her Instagram.
Page. What am I
Bless her
seeing
heart.
here? Do you think that our people need lessons in business etiquette? Why do we keep having these issues? Too many emotional folks in business. Mike, I love you, bro.
Yes.
And
Yes.
thank you for that question.
Yes.
I think absolutely. And I hate to say it, but there, as much as I love to support black businesses, case in point,
Talk about it. Hold on. Let me cross my leg. Because
hair,
you're going to say something I agree with. I
the
know it is.
nails, and we have these rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can come and get your hair done, but you better be washed and blow dry. Because if I gotta blow dry your hair, that's an extra $10 to $20.
So what you doing? Are you saying that I need to go get my license?
You can come, but if you're more than 10 minutes late, then it's a fee. And I'm like, okay, I get that. But if you're 10 minutes late because you haven't started on me, does that same energy go that way? Am I now getting a discount? Then the energy is very different. Don't come and don't bring food. I'm going to be here for 4 hours when the time said it was going to be 2 hours and 25 minutes.
And
And
now I'd already paid my deposit for a service that I haven't even received yet.
I have not received, and I have to wait. I don't think that that's fair at all. And it's very rare for me that I have experienced owners and people and businesses that I've interacted with that, you know what, they're like, you know what, I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. Let me go ahead and discount this. Let me take this off.
Mm.
Oh, well, you can come, but I only accept cash. Shut up. So you can do this nice fancy website that through Booksy, through Style Seat, but I need to come with cash because you don't do Zelle, Apple Pay, Cash App, or Venmo. You don't have you have all of that. You don't have a Square card reader.
Look, and they got too many methods.
So many methods of payment.
Too many methods for y'all to have these issues.
That part.
Y'all just one problem.
Blow dry, and then don't. I'm like, that's braids. That's a sew in. And my thing is like, even when you see what's advertised and you show up, the energy is just different, in my opinion, with a lot of what we do, as opposed to if you do go to an Asian nail salon, you know what to expect. The prices are pretty much going to be consistent.
Right.
You know what the pedicure process is going to be.
Right.
They're going to get you in within 10 minutes. Otherwise, they will tell you, come back here. Can you come back at this time?
Right.
When you go to a Caucasian spa. Welcome. Okay, we have a room. While we're getting your room prepared, here is some cucumber water. Here's some tea. You can enjoy the oxygen bar. Not Nico.
You see him in there. Something not right with the buttermilk.
So I want to support my cousin. I want to, and here's the thing: photographers is another one. The videographers.
Yeah.
And you want to charge me $5,500 for 2 hours and 3 outfit changes? I'm like, well, and then I got to pick the location.
It's almost like I'm gonna look at it from both perspectives, right? From the entrepreneur standpoint, I feel like there is a lot of times where they lose money because of, unfortunately, the bad experiences that they probably had with customers. So to alleviate that, there's like, oh, let's put these, fail safes inside the deposits, the money, da 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 da. But they're going about it the wrong way without doing the research of successful businesses that don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
because they have learned their clientele. That's one thing I feel like sometimes maybe Black businesses should do more of is research before presenting their product and presenting their business, because what we are as customers and consumers is probably the most experienced because we're the ones who are shopping. We know who we want to go to. We know who we don't want to go to. We know who serves us well. We know who don't serve us well. So when you're new on the scene, our first inclination, just as human beings, is to be like, what are you going to offer me better than I can't get anywhere else?
Mm-hmm. That part.
And because now I'm learning as now from the entrepreneur standpoint, I'm learning, okay, what can I present? Y'all presenting all the new stuff that we don't want. I don't I don't want to have to pay for a deposit. I want to be able to walk in and, hey, do you have space for me? Cool. If you don't, I'll put my name on the list. I'll come back. That's understandable. If you're going to have those things, way, because I understand you have to protect your business. And sometimes you do have bad customers. If you're going to have the deposits and things like that, explain that to your customers. Explain the reasons and the whys behind you're doing these things. Don't keep it a secret because it's our money.
That part.
I want to know, why am I paying you deposit? To ensure blah, blah, blah. It could be a sentence, but people don't want to do that because they feel like they shouldn't have to explain. But baby, you only successful because of the money that I'm giving you.
And I look at it like that. When we want to stay at Marriott or Hilton or Hyatt,
and baby, I'm a rewards member.
Okay, you pay that deposit, that hold on your card for the 5 to 7 days.
But baby, I don't pay it before I get there. Right. I pay it upon arrival.
When you get there, there's a standard.
What do you mean? For incidentals, that may happen. Okay, cool. We paying stuff. I haven't even walked inside your building. I don't even know what your salon looks like.
And don't even get me started on location.
Oh,
you pull up somewhere, the parking is a hot. You be like,
why I gotta put a security code to get inside the building? I'm confused.
There was I'm like, where am I supposed to park? Girl, I went to go get these braids done in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady was like, oh, park here. I don't want your car to get hit. I said, what? You have to parallel park. I had to park. It was literally, I kid you not, it was literally this much space. It was my car and I was like sitting there like, what? Oh no, you gotta back up like it's right here because the car's gonna pull up. I said, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was not. I'm like, you have the address of the 7-Eleven. What is going on here? Not clear instructions whatsoever. And Mike was right. The people skills. I'm big on customer service.
Yeah.
Because how you interact with me, how prompt you are, how responsive you are, how kind you are. Because again, I'm a consumer. I just have questions. I don't know you. It's my first interaction. How are you going to present yourself? Because yes, and people, my thing is, it's amazing to me. People their energy changes with dating, and they find out, and this is personal and everything. They find out that Scott has this channel, and now all of a sudden, Robin. Matter of fact, it was the wedding.
Oh,
I tell you, the hairstylist shows up late. Her face was on fleek. Because she wanted to make sure that she was in the video, and she thought that she was going to be on the YouTube on Smash channel, and her energy was completely different. Completely different. Oh, I can't. She was saying what she couldn't do to our daughter's hair, this, that, and the third. And as soon as she saw Smash show with the cameras, she just I'm like, I thought that the silk press wasn't gonna last.
See,
but because you have an audience, now you want to do right. Where was that energy?
Where was that?
Whereas now my makeup artist for the wedding, she was absolutely amazing. She was professional from the first interaction I ever had.
Listen, I saw.
Yeah,
beautiful. I said, wow, she got her little ring light. Baby, I said, where are the cameras? I feel like I'm on a reality TV show. My gosh.
She was
be there
early. She told me she was gonna be there at 5:30. She was calling me at 5:15 a.m.
But
Who
that's
It
somebody
was
who
professional.
knows.
She brought little
Yeah,
bottles of wine for the bridal party.
yeah,
She was sanitary. She was constantly washing her hands.
yeah,
She had her mask on. She catered to each, and there was, I think, like 7 of us that
yeah,
she did, 6 or 7 of us, and she took time, and nobody really felt rushed, to my understanding.
yeah.
But even if they did, the thing is, I know her quality of work, so I'm not even about to let you bash my
Mm,
girl like that, because I'm like, I've worked with her too many times
mm.
and it wasn't happening. Yeah, she was so amazing. She did our engagement shoot, and that's when Scott was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, it's her." I'm like, I have one
phenomenal job.
artist. I have one.
Hmm.
I feel like a dude with a barber. I'm like, but I got one though. He like, no, it's her.
Sorry.
I'm like,
No, no, that's a really good point. I wanted to
yeah,
not
sorry,
this one.
I went on my tangent.
No, it's okay. I wanted to touch on this because it was kind of along the lines of where you were going of like understanding your role as a customer,
Hmm.
right? Um, and I wanna shout out, EA, you this is a very good point. And I do think, especially for our culture, we need to take accountability sometimes of immediately asking for the family friends discount
Discount.
and the hookups. But see, I'm gonna approach it from this perspective too, because I have been in a business, right? Because I have my own business, and I've also been a customer of businesses naturally, of specifically Black owned businesses. And what I can honestly say is that hookups, when they occur more organically than anything, because a lot of times you're giving those types of, you know, um I guess freebie I don't want to say freebies, but like, just the discounts. You're giving it to people who are going to, one, value your business, two, spread your business, and three, pour into your business, right? So as a customer, I value when if I ever want a hookup eventually, because I don't ask for hookups. I don't like that because I want to respect somebody's business. But I do, when I really truly value and agree with someone's business, I pour into it. Like I give more. I buy more. I be like, "Hey, I got a homegirl that sell da 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 da. Y'all need to pull up. I have this homeboy that da da da." Like I spread that and I pour into it because I know the potential of where it could be. And I think that some people, they skip the step and they automatically assume that because we're friends, because we're family, we're automatic. No. If anything, I'm expecting y'all to give more because y'all my people,
That part.
to be honest. Because that's how I looked at it. The people that I knew, the people that I had surrounding and supporting me, they gave more. So naturally, my response was, "Oh, not like you good on this end, right?" Because I don't think there's anything wrong with providing that. Also, coming from the business owner perspective, I don't think there's anything wrong with, looking out for the folks who really do support your business and providing, maybe some less that they have to pay for, whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Because here go me. Look, I got a good friend who was a DJ when I was in college. We paid for the section starting off, and then that was that one dime. We came in that club. He said, "No, we already got a section for y'all. Y'all come in." I said, "I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna have somebody else come in and they can pay for their section."
Right.
But again, it was natural, it was organic. It was, "Hey, I seen what you've done for me. Let me give back in a way that shows you my appreciation." Because I think that's where we got misconstrued on what a hookup really is. Because a hookup was supposed to be an appreciation. That's what I thought it was. At least that's what I have done in my past. But I do understand, and I feel like as a consumer, you definitely need to, you know what I'm saying, be conscientious.
Scott will tell you I'm the anti hookup person.
I respect it.
And when I say that, to your point of allowing it to be organic, let my heart be pricked to do this out of the kindness of my heart for you, or because, but when you approach people and Robin, girl, I know you got this business. Um, I'm trying to get in. I want to get this done.
Mm-hmm.
How much
Mm-hmm.
do you charge? How much would you charge me? The
Mm.
price is the price,
Right.
sis.
There it
What do you
is.
mean how much I would charge you? The web, did you go on my website?
Yes.
My mom is a business
I said,
owner.
oh my God, is it glitching again? Let me go ahead and refresh. Let me just send you a PDF file. That's how y'all get it. If y'all want to know the tactic, send people
PDF.
PDF files. You can't mess with a PDF file, man. That's
Yeah,
that's edge and song.
because I pay my mama. She makes body butters or whatever. I'm like, mom, because I need. And here's the thing: I look at it like this. As your daughter, I could definitely be like, mom, like, could you just do this? No, I want mine with the same quality because I want my expedited
Mm-hmm.
shipping. I
Yeah,
don't want the daughter discount because that might get it treated any kind of way.
right.
Hey, because I want it to be top tier across the board. I
Mm-hmm.
don't ever want you to feel like cheated.
Mm.
Or like, oh, why would you expect that? Because I'm your loved one, your family, your friend, you should feel 100% supported. Throw in
Yeah.
something free.
Yep.
Cause I'm
Yep.
going to pay if I'm going to do something. If it's it's not your birthday, so I'm gonna like, oh well, I'll pay for your drinks.
Mm.
I'm taking you out, and your bill is on me, or I can't take you out.
Right. It's simple. That's
That's
what it is.
yeah.
But I
So
feel, yeah, that they don't, I don't know. It's maybe because we just have, different ways of looking at it now versus what we've been used to before. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it is in support of Black business. I think that is overall generally has shifted for
mhm,
us. Unfortunately, just like how we just went on the tangent about like hairstylists and their expectations, like, honey, that was unheard of, the things that we are doing now back in the day. And while there's some justifications on some things, products are being more expensive, some of y'all are wilding. And I want y'all to know that.
that part, that part.
Somebody said PDFs aren't safe. As I think about it,
Girl,
I have I did make some edits. So
look, so you
take
change.
a picture.
Look, don't be on Fiverr,
All
okay?
right. Look. Okay.
Switch it up. Like, yeah,
Okay. DocuSign. You ever heard of
yeah,
DocuSign
oh yeah,
on Google Docs?
oh yeah.
You can
Yeah,
white out
like, yeah,
things.
I was on your website. I saw this price. What? What is this? So yeah, so okay, so we had a nice run. Is next week the Super Bowl? I feel like it is.
Next week is the Super Bowl. Well, really it's Usher's concert, and I do believe that the Chiefs and the 49ers are
Oh,
playing
they're featured.
there like at the concert.
Gotcha.
But it is Usher's concert. I'm very excited to. Did I tell you that I went to go see him in Vegas?
Before that was wasn't that the anniversary?
Child, no, it was Trail's birthday.
Birthday. Okay.
Yes, it was
Yes.
his birthday weekend. Child.
Was it a good time?
Usher put on a show.
Okay.
A
I
show.
didn't see you
He
drink,
had
so I felt like
confetti.
it was good. I didn't see you.
Ooh, listen, he had confetti coming from the ceiling. He was on his little roller skate. Look, I can't wait. For those who are attending the Super Bowl, y'all could pay $5,000 if y'all want to. But
You
listen,
better get a
I will
media
be
credential.
I'll be waiting. What'd you say?
Get a media credential and go.
I thought about because the Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans next year. I said I'm a volunteer.
Oh
I
yeah,
ain't
that's real
I'm not,
smart.
not in my whole city. I'm not. I'm
You're not.
not doing it.
Yeah,
Not.
I can't wait to watch Usher's concert featuring
Yes.
the Niners and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
What team are you going for? I know last year you you picked against
You
them.
know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not going for any of them. I don't even want to put in there. I could care less. Because who I wanted was the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. I wanted the Negro of the Negroes to come together and celebrate Black History Month the way that it should have. Not to say I'm not talking bad about the other teams. That's fine, but we know Baltimore, and I gotta say it like that. Baltimore
Baltimore.
and Detroit coming together in Vegas?
Yeah,
Stop. Stop. So, with that being said, I could care less. I don't I
this year
don't
for Usher. Okay,
I just don't want to see Taylor Swift.
girl.
That's all my ask is.
Did
I
you
don't care who wins.
redo the swag surf?
I think what bothers me is people brought attention to it. They
Yeah.
should have just no phone should have been out. And that's the problem. That's what we have with what's wrong with the society. If they would have just let her rock with it without we would have never known. She would have just did her little thing thizzle and let that be the reason. But no, people have to record it and then we got to post it. And now everybody's mad. And I'm mad. Don't put her on my screen no more. And I really don't have no problem with Taylor Swift. I
She's
promise you I don't.
remaking the swag surf song.
I I I cannot bring attention to it. I can't.
I just wanted to say
It's
it
not
again, Victoria.
Miss Damon. It's not just Kansas City.
Oh my god.
It's not. It's all of us. And I promise you, I don't have no beef with that young lady. She can do what she want to do and sing her little song. I'm feeling 22. You can do that, but please, please leave her alone. Let's just focus on Usher,
Oh, focus on Usher. I'm sure he's gonna be the trending topic.
as he should be.
I am sure.
As he
So,
should.
what do you have going on this week, ma'am?
Oh, listen, it's
Talking if y'all want to call in, now's the time because
right.
when the church closes down, it's
It's
gonna be
it.
okay.
But nothing. No. Some great things are happening at school. We're celebrating our Black Law Student Association this week. So shout out to my NCCU Balsa chapter. But yeah, just getting through another week. We are in our technically second week of February. That's crazy.
Yeah,
This is wild. This is going by fast. So just trying to keep up. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing? What's going on?
I'm Valentine's Day shopping.
Period.
Okay,
Period.
I'm continuing to live in my soft life era.
Yes.
Tomorrow, my
Yes.
husband is back from his vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went out with a bang. His last show went out with a bang, so he was
Okay.
timeout slash vacation.
Love
Um,
that.
yeah, but he's back tomorrow with some shenanigans.
Yeah.
So I will be in the chat now. I don't have to duck off because we're back. Okay, so
You said we are back.
we're back. So I'll be in the chat like regular.
I feel like February is just our
It's
New
our
Year's.
month.
Like January is like the start, but like really February.
That's really our
That's the new year. That's when it
that's
begins.
what it is. Okay, so doing that. Um, and yeah, I'm probably gonna be hounding my nana. I want some recipes. Like I'm back home, so I'm like salmon croquette. Nana, I don't. Oh yes,
Send that to me. I love me
I'm
some
like Nana. I'm hungry and I'm
please.
home. I told my grandparents. I said, I hope you enjoyed your time as empty nesters. It's over.
Yeah,
I'm back.
that time is gone.
It's past.
Take a nap when you need to,
That
but
part.
we're in action.
It's Aquarius season. Paris, y'all Aquarius done scarred my husband.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, Mr. Blissett. What was the decision? Babe, if you're up, because sometimes he dozes off, do you care? I'm gonna start till he say he don't, then I'll be like, oh, okay, he cares.
Mhm.
So there were a few factors in us moving to Ohio. One, it was having community because as y'all like to see us at the games, really y'all like to see him, not just be there. But y'all like to see him at the games, being in Atlanta and having people that we trust to watch the kids during those times and make sure that they were getting to school on
Mhm.
time and things like that. Lord Jesus, it was both expensive and stressful, and it wasn't working. So we needed that, and we needed the environment shift as well for our kids.
Mhm.
They, I would say, like having more diversity and learning, all different cultures instead of just being submerged in African American, because that's not the world.
Yeah.
So we needed to diversify their experience and shake up some habits and things of that nature. So it's been really, really beneficial, as well as them just meeting because we're blended.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
meeting and getting immersed in the extra family at right now without their the awkwardness when they turn 10 and 11 is like
I feel that.
they're kinda, I guess he's maybe my step grandma. No, 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 no. It's just Gigi is that learn it and get it now. So that was oh he's a so he doesn't care. So that was a part of it. And believe it or not, we tried.
Mhm.
God knows. We tried. Y'all might be in for a story time. I'm sure he has a couple stories with this move that y'all might hear tomorrow.
Mhm.
But we tried within Atlanta and it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working. Like we're submitting applications. Oh, it's off the market, it's off the market, it's off the market. And we like, and so Ohio, we submitted because Maryland was out the question. He loves the DMV, like, as far as claiming it, but staying there. And I wasn't really the fan um of the DMV. It ain't for me.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but Ohio was like, come on, come
Yeah.
on home.
Yeah.
So, thank God we got a brand new home.
Period.
It was absolutely easy to transition
Yeah.
to my family was here. Girl, my nana unpacked my closet, Robin.
Oh, what a blessing.
Come on.
God bless
Her and my
the
bonus mom,
hands.
they were unpacking my clothes that would have been
Yeah.
boxed up for a month and a half,
Yeah.
organized. I said, God, I thank you. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
So, um, I have that. Uh,
Mhm.
all on the reg. My bonus mom literally pops up. Just
Mhm.
the doorbell rings, and it's probably her. She was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I buy all the grandkids their Valentine's Day cards for their classrooms. So
Oh.
Shy and Eris, who y'all want?" I said,
Oh, not making choices.
"They
I
do."
love
And she,
you.
and she delivered next day. Okay, it was
Oh,
next day
wow.
delivery. Um, and when I tell you, just having babysitters, Robin, girl,
It is.
you and Nico, y'all want to come on
Filled in.
in the summer? I
Definitely in the summer, thank you.
really
I've had enough of the Midwest, baby. I may do a little bit of cute fall,
oh
but
my
outside of them 2
god.
seasons, y'all got it.
Yes, Karina. Y'all Karina, Robin, we don't have to do a FaceTime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gotta come to Ohio.
Speaking hot to go.
Yeah, y'all gotta come to
I'll
Ohio
start
now.
now. Go up, pick up Karina in Atlanta. Just keep going.
Karina them gotta pick you up.
Ah, I'm down below and I'm aside. Oh yeah, I'm geographically challenged, y'all. So I don't know
No,
where's.
because it's Georgia, North Carolina, Ohio.
You right. You
Yeah.
right. She got to pick me up.
Thank you, Karina.
She got to
Just
pick me up.
we're close to Cleveland, Mr. Moore. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Northeast Ohio, so I'm at the top. I'm like by Lake Erie. I'm definitely by the cold. so, so yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I
Thank you, Karina.
I know you gonna pick her up again, girl.
Thank you so much.
Bring some wings with y'all. Okay, bring some lemon
Yes.
pepper, please. Okay, so I can put them in the air fryer. Um,
I'm
but
gonna
we
have to make 2 orders because one of them
I
orders
got
ain't
you on
gonna
the
make it. Thank you.
pizza.
Oh,
Come on, Nico.
we going to a ski resort, babe.
So yeah, so we that brought us to Ohio. And the Lord. So today I think that we actually may have found our new church home up here.
Okay.
Cowabunga, dude. Um and um and it's going really good. So like I said, it was a surprise, but I'm so glad to be home. And what's more rewarding is that my husband and the kids feel
Mm,
comfortable here, because it
mm,
would have been awkward for me to see their discomfort in
mm.
dealing with my family. So I'm so glad that, girl, I think my cousins, like, they bond with him so quickly.
Yeah,
They call him during the
that's
games.
good.
They bond very quickly. They were calling
It
him when
is. That's all you
Cowboys
need sometimes.
eyes to talk
Mhm.
trash. They
Mhm.
were on the line. My brothers came here, helped unpack. I said, come through. So I love that. I'm all about the blend. I'm all about the
Yeah.
blend. So yeah,
Right.
well, we don't have no call lines, girl. So we're gonna shut this down. Okay, so that's the summarized version. Make sure y'all. Oh, so Scotty don't have the excuse to end the show to pick up the kids from school now. Now, hold up. I didn't say that. I ain't say that, because
See,
if he has a
that's
midday
that's what
show,
happened when you tell people too much. That you give me an inch, they want a mile. Now they're talking about some this.
yeah,
No, that's
if
not
he
what
has
we
a midday
said.
show, we still have parental responsibilities, Mr. Moore. Okay. But with that being said, thank y'all for joining us. I don't know if we're going to be back on Super Bowl Sunday,
Yeah.
but we will be back in February, and not
Yes.
it won't be a long break. It will
Yeah.
not be a long break. Okay. With that being said, I hope y'all have an amazing week. Thanks for joining and tuning in. Like the stream if you have not already, and we will talk to y'all later.
Bye.